Dhaka Secondary School, North Karachi campus, and today you are watching English literature class of 8th class and month of August for the second week. And these slides are prepared by Sir Farhan, the language teacher of Dhaka Secondary School. So students, today's learning topic is of August second week syllabus, and the topic is the Winter's Tale drama, in which we learn the first of all the character of the story and then summary of the drama. Okay, here comes the characters of the story. So student, Leontes is the king of Sicily, and he is the most important character of the story, and the whole story revolves around him. Then comes the Hermione, Leontes' wife, who was very beautiful, and Leontes loves her a lot. Mamilius, their young son, Perdita, their daughter, who lost in the mid of the drama. Antigonus is the lord of Sicily, and Paulina is his wife. Paulina works for Hermione, and Leontes works for Antigonus works for Leontes. Cleomenes is also a lord of Sicily. Diane is also, and Camillo. Camillo is a very faithful servant of Leontes, who plays a vital role in the drama as well. Polixenes is the second king of drama, and he was the king of Bohemia. And they were very fast friends, King Leontes and Polixenes. Florizel is his son, who later disguised as Doricles, and Emilia is servant, Hermione's servant, and a shepherd and his wife is also the part of the story. Okay, students. So here comes our this summary of the drama. So basically, the play begins with the appearance of two childhood friends, Leontes, king of Sicily, and Polixenes, the king of Bohemia. Polixenes is visiting the kingdom of Sicily and is enjoying with his old friends. And after some time, Polixenes wants to go back, and Leontes desperately attempts to get Polixenes to stay longer, but he was unable to convince him. But as her queen Hermione go and convinces him to stay more, he convinced. So Leontes was puzzled that how Hermione convinced Polixenes so easily. So he begins to suspect on Hermione, his wife, and he thinks that he has an affair with Polixenes. So Leontes orders Camillus, a Sicilian lord, to poison Polixenes, and Camillus instead warns Polixenes, and they both flee to Bohemia. Furious at their escape, when they went away, both Leontes now publicly accuses his wife and humiliating her, and declares that this was his not child. Now she is bearing an illegal child. So he throws her wife in prison and sends two of his lords, Cleomenes and Dion, to the oracle at Delphos for what he is sure will be confirmation of his doubt. Achha. Meanwhile, the queen gives birth to a girl, and her loyal friend Paulina takes the baby to the king. And her loyal friend Paulina takes the baby to the king in the hopes that the sight of the child will soften his heart. But he grows angrier. However, he orders Paulina's husband, Lord Antigonus, to take the child and abandon it in a desolate place. Cleomenes and Dion return from Delphos with word from the oracle and find Hermione publicly and humiliatingly put on trial before the king. She tries to convince him and shows her innocent and asks for the word of the oracle to be read before the court. The oracle states categorically that Hermione and Polixenes are innocent. Camille is also an innocent man, and the Leontes will have no heir until his lost daughter is found. Leontes was confused and perplexed, after this news and refusing to believe it as the truth. As this news is revealed, word comes that Leontes' son Memelius has died of wasting sickness brought on by the accusation against his mother. At this, Hermione falls in a fit and is carried by Paulina, who, for the meantime, reports that Queen's death to her heartbroken and repentant husband. Leontes was confused and now spent time for the loss of his son, his abandoned daughter, and his queen. And when Antigonus abandons the baby on the coast of Bohemia, reporting that Bohemia, so a violent storm suddenly appears, wrecking the ship on which Antigonus arrives. But the daughter who was sent there by Leontes, Perdita, named Perdita, is rescued by a shepherd and his son, also known as Count. Time enters and announces the passage of 16 years. Camillo, now in the service of Polixenes, begs the Bohemia king to allow him to return to Sicily. Polixenes refuses and reports to Camillo that his son, Prince Florizel, has fallen in love with a low-born girl, shepherd girl, Perdita. He suggests to Camillo that take his mind off thoughts of whom they disguise themselves and attend the sheep sharing feast where Florizel and Perdita will be engaged. At the feast, hosted by the old shepherd who has prospered thanks to the gold, and picks the pocket of the young shepherd and entertains the guest. Disguised Polixenes and Camlu watch as Florizel and Perdita as engagement. Then, telling of the disguise, Polixenes angrily intervenes, threatening the old shepherd and Perdita with torture and death, and ordering his son never to see the shepherd's daughter. With the aid of Camillo, however, who longs to see his native land again, Florizel and Perdita take ship for Sicily, using the cloths to disguise themselves. They are joined in the voyage by the old shepherd and his son, who are directed there by someone. So, Florizel and Perdita arrive and they greeted to Leontes in Sicily. Florizel pretends to be on a diplomatic mission from his father, but his cover is blown when Polixenes and Camillo too arrive in Sicily. The meeting and reconciliation of the king's princes is reported by gentlemen of the Sicily court, how the old shepherd raised Perdita, how Antigonus met his end, and how Leontes was overjoyed at being reunited with his daughter, and how he begged Polixenes for forgiveness. The old shepherd and young shepherd, now made gentlemen by the kings, who asked them for their forgiveness for his bad work. Leontes, Polixenes, Camillo, Florizel, and Perdita then go to Paulina's house in the country, where a statue of Hermione has been recently finished. The sight of his wife's form makes Leontes confused, but then, to everyone's amazement, the statue shows signs of life and movement. It is Hermione, restored to life as the play ends. Perdita, Florizel are engaged, and the whole company celebrates the miracle. Despite this happy ending typical of Shakespeare's comedies and romances, the impressions of unjust death of young Prince Mamilius lingers to the end, being an element of unredeemed tragedy. Okay, students, so this is our drama, The Shakespeare, and his theme is jealousy. Okay, its theme is jealousy. Thank you. I hope you got it.